Welcome to Your Darts, where we learn to do dart checkouts in our head. So we have now completed the Golden 44 numbers 81 to 90. So I just want to go through the 4 rounds of practice for all these numbers so you can see that in action. And this is how you should practice them. I'm going to give you 2 ways to practice them. One way you're going to go through each round of the 4 rounds of practice. And then once you know each round and you're confident with them, you can abbreviate it and make it as short as you like. Okay, so let's go and do that. So round 1, you say the number and you state the first dart that you need. So when you say these, I want you to really picture, even though round 1 we're just saying the first treble, the first dart we're throwing at, I really want you to picture also what the finish will be. So picture it as you say. So for example, 81 is treble 19. Okay, that's the answer you're going to give. But I just want you to picture that it's going up to treble to double 12 rather, and treble 15. Just picture that that's going up to double 18. 82 bullseye, I'm just picturing it's going down to double 16, and treble 14, I'm picturing that it's going up to double 20. 83 treble 17, 84 treble 20, 85 treble 15 or treble 19, 86 treble 18, 87 treble 17, 88 treble 20 or treble 16, 89 treble 19, and 90 treble 20 or treble 18. Okay, now let's just look at the first dart indicators for these numbers. So it starts at 85, so 85 treble 15, 87 treble 17, and 89 treble 19. Okay, those are your 3 dart indicators for numbers between 81 and 90. So just do them slowly and picture your finish. Round 2, you state the total that is left. So 81 is treble 19. And I know it's going up to double 12, so that's 24. That's how I'm picturing it, okay? Or treble 15, I know it's going up to double 18, so it's 36. 82, bullseye leaves 32. I know it's down to double 16, so it's leaving 32. And treble 14, I know it shoots up to double 20, so I know that leaves 40. 83, treble 17, goes down to double 16, so I know that's 32. And this is a vital round not to dismiss, because it cements the finishes even more. I know this is a round people will leave out, and rightly so when you know it, but don't leave it out until you do know it. 84 is treble 20, leaves 24. 85 is treble 15, I know that's going up to double 20, so I know that's double, I know that leaves 40, of course. Or treble 19, which leaves 28. 86 is treble 18, and I know that's double 16, so it's 32. So I'm just picturing these finishes every single time. 87 is the first dart indicator. So treble 17, and it goes up to double 18, so it's 36. I'm just picturing it. So 88 is treble 20, which leaves 28. So that'll be double 14, of course. We'll get into that in the next round. Or treble 16, going all the way up to, which leaves 40, so double 20. 89 is treble 19, leaves 32, and 90 is treble 20, leaves 30, or treble 18 can leave 36. So even though I know I said the double on a few of these, so that's kind of what I'm picturing it. And when I get to that level, I know I can leave this second round out. Okay, so let's just move on to round 3. So round 3, you state the double that you need. Okay, 81 is treble 19. I know it's going all the way up to double 12, so that's 24. Leaves 24, double 12. Or treble 15. I'm picturing it going up to double 18. I know that's 36. I'm going to state that until I know it, and I will be able to leave that out, which I'm going to show you in a couple of rounds' time. 82 is bullseye, leaves 32, which is double 16. Or treble 14, which leaves 40, which is double 20. 83 is treble 17. I'm just picturing what the finish will be. I know that it's going over to that double 16. So it's 32, so it leaves 32, double 16. 84 treble 20 leaves 24, double 12. 85 treble 15 leaves 40, double 20. And you go treble 19, which leaves 28 for double 14. 86 is treble 18, which leaves 32. I'm just picturing it. That's double 16. 87 treble 17 is the first dart indicator, which leaves 36, double 18. 88 is treble 20, which leaves 28, double 14. Or treble 16, which leaves 40, which is double 20. 89 is treble 19, which leaves 32, double 16. And 90 is treble 20, which leaves 30, is double 15. Or you can go the 18s route, treble 18, which leaves 36 for double 18. So round 4, you state what is left if you miss the first treble but you hit the big number. So this practicing for the miss concept that I've taught you. Now this is probably as important as anything you're going to ever learn in darts, simply because we're going to miss the first treble that we're going for, or the trebles that we're going for, and hit the big number a lot more than we hit the treble. Okay, and if that ratio is the opposite way around for you, keep on going because you're doing something right. Okay, so let's just continue. So 81 treble 19 goes all the way up to double 12, and that leaves 24, double 12. If you hit big 19, it would leave 62. Or treble 15, which leaves 36, double 18. If you hit big 15, it would leave 66. That's a good way to practice it like that. Or 82, which is bull, which leaves 32, double 16. If you hit 25, okay, assuming we'd miss the bull and hit the outer ring, the green outer ring, 25, it would leave 57. Or 82, treble 14, it's a very good way to go this way. Treble 14, which is 48, which leaves 40. If you hit the big 14, which leaves 40, which is double 20, yeah, just cover that. If you hit the big 14, it would leave 68. 83 is treble 17, leaves 32, double 16. If you hit big 17, it leaves 66. If you don't know how we're getting, how I am getting these numbers, you basically just take in this case for 83, you're taking 17 off of 83, okay, and if you can't do that, take 20 off 83, which is 63, and you add 3 more on, 66, and that's how you gain that number. Okay, 84 is treble 20, which leaves 24, double 12. If you hit big 20, it would leave 64. That's really easy to see because we're just taking 20 off 84, 64. Okay, 85 is treble 15, which leaves 40, double 20. If you hit 15, it would leave 70. And of course, if you know what the actual miss rules, the ones where are in the blue brackets, if you know the answer for 70, you'd say it. Be treble 20, double 5. If you hit 20, it would leave bullseye. Just what I've taught you before. Another finish for 85 is treble 19, which leaves 28, double 14. If you hit big 19, it would leave 66. 86 is treble 18, which leaves 32, double 16. If you hit big 18, it would leave 68. 87 is treble 17, first out indicator, which leaves 36, double 18. If you hit big 17, it would leave 70. 88 is treble 20, which leaves 28, double 14. If you hit big 20, it would leave 68. Of course, 68 is a first out indicator. You would go treble 18 for double 7, but pretty much realizing you're probably going to hit big 18 for bullseye. Because no one wants to finish at double 7, right? But you do need to know the finish. Okay, or 88, you can go treble 16, which leaves 40 for double 20. If you hit the big 16, it would leave 72. 89 is treble 19, which leaves 32, double 16. If you hit big 19, it would leave 70. And 90 is treble 20, which leaves 30, which is double 15. If you hit 20, it would leave 70. Or you can go treble 18, which leaves 36 for double 18. And if you hit the big 18, it would leave 72. Always know this is such an important round. Now, there is quite a lot of similarities in the finishes. There's a lot of 70s left, as you can see. Here, there's a lot of 70s. I don't know if that's going to help some people. 70, 70, 70. There's a few 72s. Just wanted to point that out, just in case, you know, some people like patterns. I like number patterns. Anyway, so that's the 4 rounds of practice. Now I'm going to show you how, when you're at this level and you know it, you can cut things out and simplify it a little bit. Okay, so now this is the second way to practice the golden four. This is how I practice it, because I've diligently gone through the 4 rounds of practice. I know them, I can picture it, so I can break it all down and do it really short and snappy. So 81 is treble 19, double 12, hit 19, leave 62. And of course, it's always good to continue with that. So 62 is treble 12, double 13. Of course, we're not striving to finish on double 13. Who would do that? So you're assuming you're going to hit the big 12 for bullseye, but you do need to know the finish treble 12, double 13 in case you hit the treble, which is quite often what we do when we want a single number. so you know you go straight to double 13. Okay, and also you've got treble 15, double 18, hit big 15, it will leave 66, and of course 66 is treble 16, double 9, hitting big 16, it would leave 50, so you'd probably shoot out a bullseye if you want the glory. Okay, 82 is bullseye, double 16, hitting 25, so assuming you miss the bullseye and hit the outer ring, the green outer ring, it leaves 57. You've got 2 darts left, big 17 for double 20. Or you can go the treble 14 route, which is probably a little safer, and if for double 20, and if you hit big 14, it will leave 68. 68, treble 18, double 7, hitting the big 18 will leave 50, which you're expecting to do, really hitting the big 18. But you do need to know if you do hit that treble 18, you know that it goes right down to double 7. 83 is treble 17, double 16, hitting big 17, it would leave 66. And if anyone's getting confused with just how I'm getting these numbers, you can just take off 17, okay, off of 83. So take 20 off 83, which is 63, add 3 more on, 66, and you get this number here. So that's how, just in case anyone's stuck with numbers, because I know people can be really, to begin with, I found it hard, and I know there'll be a few people out there which can't quite picture these numbers, and that's a good way just to check and make sure you're on the right track. 84 is treble 20, double 12, hitting big 20 would leave 64. Of course, we're just taking 20 off 84, and that's how we got the number 64. And 64, the 2 dart finish for 64, is treble 14, double 11, because if you miss treble 14 and hit big 14, it leaves bullseye. 85 is treble 15, double 20, hitting big 15 will leave 70. 2 darts for 70 is treble 20, double 5, because if you miss treble 20 and hit big 20, which we're probably likely to do, it would leave 50, so you're probably going to throw out a bullseye. And 85 can also go treble 19 for double 14. If you hit big 19, it will leave 66. 86 is treble 18 for double 16. Hitting big 18 will leave 68. 68 is treble 18 for double 7 again. We already mentioned that one. Hitting big 18 would leave shut out at bullseye. 87 is treble 17, double 18. Hitting big 17 would leave 70. 88 is treble 20, double 14. Hitting big 20 would leave 68. You go treble 16, which is 48. You need A8, you need 40 more, so double 20. Hitting big 16 would leave 72, and that's treble 16, double 12. That's the way I prefer to go. You can go treble 12, double 18 if you want to. 89 is treble 19 for double 16. If you hit big 19, it would leave 70. And 90 is treble 20 for double 15. Hit big 20 would leave 70. Or you can go treble 18 for double 18, hitting big 18 will leave 72. Okay. I suppose you could break it down even more by just literally go 87, treble 17, double 18, 70, and not say if you hit bit. You know, I started off, and I still do even now when I'm like you know on my way to work or whenever I want to practice these, I will always say if you hit, because it just, or I would just say hit. I'll go treble 18, 86, treble 18, double 16, hit 18, 68. So that's how I do it, okay? Just picture them. Make sure you're not just regurgitating this and just repeating the numbers. Make sure every time you say these numbers and say these finishes, you're picturing it, and that will cement your finish for you and make you a much better dart player. So coming next time, I'm going to have another test for you, and we'll be covering these numbers, what we've done in this last little batch. We'll be covering numbers 81 to 90. Thanks so much for watching. Take care for now.